Good morning, everybody. Shlomo Liran here from Tiberia, part 3 of EMUNAH Miracles. All right, so this is the third story. All right, so what was it, about a year and a half, 2 years ago? We had half a year into moving to eretz yisreal. Baruch Hashem, Hashem got us a car. Perfect. That was another miracle in itself, but besides for that, right before Shabbat, I drive a block, block and a half, let's say 2 blocks, let's say an Ocean Parkway block and another half a block, let's say, call it even, to Rav Cook. I was davening there right before Shabbos with my mother's husband. We drove there right before Shabbos, and I put the keys in the back on the tire on top. Nobody's going to touch it, Everybody's holy over here. Baruch Hashem, yishtabach shemolad. So anyways, before that, that whatever I say, it should reach your hearts and you guys can get chizik to serving Hashem better. More emunah, more b'tocha b'ezrat Hashem. Okay, so I put the keys in there. We run inside, Baruch Hashem, we make mincha on time, Kabbalah Shabbos, we daven, we have amazing Shabbat. After Shabbat, I daven a ma'ariv next to my house, and then I go get my keys. So I walk 2 blocks down, and I'm looking for my keys, and it's not there. I said, maybe it fell. I don't know. So I'm looking around, can't find it. I was like, oh man, this is so annoying. But Baruch Hashem, I have a spare. So I walk all the way back. It's a little bit uphill, a block and a half uphill now to go to my house. I'm a little annoyed, I tell my wife what happened, and then she feels that I'm annoyed. So I didn't know this, but after I left, my wife did a little prayer with a little tear. She went, Hashem, please make him start off having a good week. And she dropped a little tear. Now, when you tear to Hashem, I don't know if you know, it opens up all the gates up there. I didn't know she did that. Anyways, I go back to the car with the spare, and I'm looking for the other key. I'm still looking for it. I'm being stubborn. I'm like, it's got to be here. Where could it be? Anyways, I bump into a tzaddik, one of my rabbis who I learn over here, a Rabbi File Twitter. He just had a kid on Shabbos. He's there with his kids, and he asked me if I could take him to the hospital. I said, sure, no problem. He gets in the car. I take him to the hospital, get them pizza, they eat, he sees his wife, and then on the way back home, I drop him off home. And on the way back, I'm passing by the place anyway. So I said, let me stop, let me check again. So I check, I move some leaves, I move around, no keys. Okay, fine. Oh, Hashem, I have a spare. It's all good. I go home, I sleep, I wake up in the morning, daven, whatever, and then I get a call from my neighbor and goes, found your keys. Found my keys. Where? She goes, right in front of our house, right in front of our house. Now, how is that possible? I left my keys 2 blocks down. So that's a nace that's right in front of your face, because how can you explain it? As if Hashem sent a dog to literally pick it up and to literally come exactly to my house to drop off those keys. Because how else would you explain it? I drove there before Shabbat with my keys, right? I didn't have my keys on Shabbat. Like, I put it on the wheel, My mother's husband saw that I put it there. So, and then all of a sudden ended up in front of our house. That's the power of tefillah. You daven, goes all the way up. Depends how much emunah you have in your davening. You could change everything with tefillah. It's either you didn't pray for it enough or you didn't want it enough. That's what Rabbi Natan says. Yishtabach shemolad. Yiratzon, when we all have chizuk and daven more and keep davening to Hashem. Be'ezrat Hashem, you guys will see a lot of yeshuot Be'ezrat Hashem. And we'll see the Mashiach Be'ezrat Hashem bekarov, b'ches v'achamim. And umidva do. Have a blessed day. Aye azama. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.